It's a brutal scene, screams of pain. Chaos machine, kick out crew. We're ready for the fight. Breaking bones, taking it to the height. In the face of darkness, we rise as one. With every blow, our spirit won't be undone. KOC is here, never back down. Bring the pain, you better feel our ground. Down songs on, kicking it into gear. Bodies collide, the pain is crystal clear. Kick out into the battle's just begun. We'll fight till the end, we won't be undone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another hilarious episode of your show. That's right, it's the Kickout Crew. I want to thank everybody for joining us last week. Obviously, if you've listened to the episode, you know the major announcement. Some would say that Brad and Devin are gone, but in all honesty, it's their show, so they're right here with us. Thank them for everything they did. Obviously TCOB, but you know, hey, and who knows, they may be a guest because I'm down with that. But yeah, want to thank everybody for the positive feedback. Want to thank everybody for reaching out. Still waiting on some resumes. I'm kidding. But yeah, welcome to this new show. You know, some would say we have to make it managerial. But you know, just wearing my Sunday Tiger because guess what? We win, baby. That's all we do. Anyway, want to thank everybody for joining us this week. And you can listen to us wherever you get your podcast. You can find us on My Fandom's YouTube page, and you can hit us up on all of the social medias. Oh, it's Kickout Crew on every social media. We keep it simple. Why not? It's your show. That being said, welcome to the episode. It's a new look, some would say. And hey, we're going to still keep the good times rolling. And what better way to keep it rolling than me shutting up? So I guess, Mike, what the fuck? I guess it's your time to get down with the get down.
Yeah, so what the fuck? So I got a couple things. First of all, this past week we had Clash at the Castle. And Adam, this is mainly a question for you because we've seen a lot of fuck ups on that pay-per-view. Almost every match had a fuck up. And right from the beginning, there was a thing going around where so the referee was telling AJ Styles, hey, top turnbuckles loose. You know, with WWE being as big as they are, you know, you would think they would tighten that rope. You know, hey, do a quick shot somewhere else, have somebody over there, tighten up real quick, you know. But for some reason they didn't. So as somebody that's in the ring, you know, you've been there as a performer, as a referee, and as a ring crew, you know, how much of a difference is it working with like a loose rope, you know, for one, and for two, is it that hard to fix it? And if not, why don't you think they would have done something?
Well, see, usually somebody like, you know, somebody as big as WWE or somebody that does TV, pay-per-views, PLEs, whatever, in between matches and stuff, they have guys that kind of like go over the apron, check the ropes and stuff. So they may have had somebody that kind of do like a quick check. And, you know, some guys like ropes a little bit looser than the others. Some like them a little bit more tighter so they can do like springboards and whatnot. So, for all we know, in between, like between matches, they'll do a 60-second ad break, or they'll go to a like a backstage, video, something like that. So there's guys behind the barricade that do the ring crew stuff in between matches and whatnot. So maybe it's something that they didn't get a chance to get to. Maybe something else come up and that was like the last thing on the list. Ropes being tight on like the bigger stuff, like bigger places, WWE, AEW, they do a lot of springboard stuff, so they like theirs nice and tight. So it's pretty important for at least the top two ropes to be fairly tight. You want the top one to be tighter than all of them usually, because that's the one they're hitting the most, is the top one, and most of the time the middle one.
Right.
And they're springboarding off the middle one a lot too. So the bottom one, it's not as important. But if they're not all tightened about the right way, your turnbuckles will be sticking out different. And so, like, I've had an instance to where they, I'm not gonna say the name of the place, but their middle rope was tighter than the top and bottom, and it actually brought it in to the actual into the match, or not the match, but the ring. So it's the tighter rope, so it actually stuck out. So you have the top one here, the bottom one here, and the top one there. The bottom one there. Middle one here, top one here. And if the middle one's tighter than all the other ones, that means they'll get hit first. And it just makes everything uneven. That's how people get hurt. You know, you've seen like Braun Breaker, he went through the top and middle rope before because he might have been used to ropes being a little tighter, a little loose, whatever he's used to. So at this place I've refed, that middle rope being tighter, which means it's like it's shifted inward a little bit more than the other two ropes. That's a possibility somebody will fly through the middle one as well. So it's kind of a big deal. I mean, usually somebody like that.
But why don't you think they would have fixed it? I mean,
Like I said, they've only got
would there be
a time crunch.
Okay, but you said 60 seconds. I mean, they had some time. They could have made time. They could have done something where they could have went in there. Hey, we need 30 seconds or we need 60 seconds. They could have made that work. But would there have been a reason that they could not have made it tighter? I mean, is there a thing
maybe
where
they didn't get the word down? I mean, because usually when the referees, a lot of times all they can do is hear. They can't talk back, and unless it's maybe just WWE can talk back. Because when I was in Diamond Championship last week or 2 weeks ago, I could only hear Scott. I couldn't talk back to Scott, so I couldn't tell him from the ring, "Hey, the ropes are loose. We gotta get somebody in here." So by the time you get a referee to the back to tell somebody, and then they pass the word along, 60 seconds has already passed.
Well, okay.
So that could have been it, or maybe somebody could have told commentary, and then said, "Hey, we need to get somebody here."
Right.
It's just a time issue, basically.
Okay.
There's usually unless it's specified, like sometimes you'll see like when Jericho would do his show out in the ring, he'd have like plants or TV screens, a different color mat, rug, apron. That's designated so you got 10 or 15 guys that can go out there, get it done, and get back within 30 seconds.
Right. Well, I mean, we've seen where in one match, they have a regular match. The next match, it's an underground match. They don't have no ropes, no posts, no nothing, just nothing sitting there. And then the next match after that, they got everything right back together again.
Yeah.
But you'll notice when those matches happen, there's like an ad break, and then there's videos. They'll go to like a backstage interview, something to make time go by. That way they'll have no time to get the ropes off. Because usually all you gotta do is loosen one side, and then you can take all the ropes off real quick. And if you do it right, you can get it back on tightened up fairly quick.
Right. Okay.
So maybe it'd have been a time issue. Maybe somebody didn't get the word in time.
Right.
Just something minor.
Okay. So now my next what the fuck moment. So of course I had and I got a fucking cat out here meowing. Can y'all hear it? All right, good. So my next one is another grocery store thing. Right. I mentioned things about, people standing in the middle of the aisle or people doing this, people that. Now I want to talk about when you're going up, and you're trying to park, how they always have those lines where the crossing line, people to cross, right? No problem. People stop and letting somebody come, especially an older couple, it may take their time, may take them a minute or so. Fine. That's no problem. But why are you going to come halfway through and then start walking straight down, like where I can't even go? You're not going straight to the door. You're walking down, and then you're turning and walking like where I'm trying to drive, going down.
You're talking like walk straight, like turn.
Like they're walking in front of you.
Like
So,
pull a
you're-
straight up 90-degree out of nowhere.
Yeah, yeah, like when they do that, like, come on, like, even if you're going down one of the lanes, people come in and out, you walk behind the cars. Don't walk right in the middle of the driving lane.
Yeah.
Okay. So I had that happen to me. And it was an older couple. All right. Yes, I was irritated. Let it go. The old lady or the old guy was in one of those scooters. Lady was walking behind him. Okay. Well, there was this young punk kid on the other side of me, like he was facing towards me. And this fool goes and drives around him, like right in front of him. He comes out in my lane to drive, like around him, and then come the other way. So I hollered at the dude. I'm like, hey, you fucking asshole, what the hell you doing? Right? And he stops, and like 4 guys get out of this truck. I'm like, oh, yep, I'm fucked. So I man it up, and he says something, and just so happens there's another big group of people sitting there, like 7 or 8 other people sitting there, and they all come walking up at the same time. Hey, that was a bunch of bullshit. What the hell did you do? I'm like, oh, fuck, thank God. I almost thought I got my ass whooped. That's my other what the fuck moment. And my last what the fuck moment happened this week. The Wyatt Six has finally fucking debuted. What'd y'all think about that? What'd y'all think about that whole segment right there? Was that not fucking badass?
I don't think they could have done any better. I mean, I love how detail oriented Hunter or Triple H is. I mean, because when they went through the whole thing where, they went through Gorilla and went through there and looked like everybody was attacked, you noticed people in the ring, they went opposite directions. Like, whoever else was in the ring, they went to the crowd or they went, a different direction. They didn't go back to Gorilla to make it look bad. So I like how they included like crew members, wrestlers. I mean, it was done almost to perfection.
I think so too. I
I
thought
mean, I don't think it could have done much better.
I
I
like
mean, I think
the one solid camera shot.
that's what I
Because
was
it wasn't like they showed the front and then cut to a camera in the back, then cut to another camera. No, it was that camera walking the journey.
time from the
Love
beginning.
that.
That was the
And
best part, yeah.
and the fact that they had Jey Uso as the last match. So the Fireflies are already out for Jey Uso. And then they do it. So that way it's kind of like a transition because Jey Uso even said, hey, I'm done with the Fireflies. Like y'all can have them back.
You can have them back.
Yeah. So I like the way that was kind of like a pass off the Firefly thing. But yeah, the one shot deal. Because I even showed my friend Brandon today, like, hey man, check this out.
I showed a couple people.
Because even he was like, damn, dude, this is pretty good. Like, this is like a movie. I'm like, yeah, it's like one solid shot of them walking through the thing. Perfect.
And that wasn't even like the only good camera shot. You had that one with Braun Breaker and that other guy, with the spear, where they did like a bird's eye view.
Oh yeah, they did like the overhead view. Yeah, that
That was amazing, And then, a couple weeks ago at our pay-per-view, they did the drone thing. So like their camera angles and stuff they're doing now, I mean, it's making it so much like.
Isn't it funny how we were all like, WWE has the best production, and now that Kevin Dunn's ass is out of there, damn, WWE's got the best production.
Oh,
like I'm not even gonna play. I'm not even gonna play. And I said this on a Zoom. I think both of y'all were on there. When they followed Sami Zayn, like when he talked and then went through the crowd, I was like, you gotta halfway turn me into a Sami Zayn fan.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
that's the one they did with Jey Uso. He walked outside, met Sami Zayn, and then they walked back in.
Love it. Hey, I like what they're
loving that stuff.
Who would have thought that their production, whatever it is, would have got better because it was already top
number
notch
one already.
Awesome.
And I think they've gotten so much better with everything.
These drone shots are what makes it amazing because they're getting these over, like you said, over the head, looking down at the ring. They're starting out in the parking lot and they go through the lobby, all the way through the walkway, through the stadium, wherever they're at, through the arena, all the way through the curtains, past the steps, all the way to almost to the damn ring.
Yep. And even some of the stuff they won't show on like TV when they're in it. but they'll show it like on Twitter later on, like an exclusive look and everything. Like WWE is the one that's sharing that. It's not somebody else that got footage. It's WWE showing, you know, like the CM Punk thing when CM Punk, you know,
Yep.
being the referee. They used to never show stuff like that,
Never.
you know, and I dug that whole little segment with, you know, CM Punk sitting there watching the TV and then going to Jessica saying, "Hey, I need a ref shirt, I need a ref shirt," and then him. That right there, I'm digging all that stuff, and they're just getting
No,
better
and the
and
way they
better
shot
and
it, the way
better.
they shot CM Punk sliding into the ring, you know,
Oh,
as he was being
man.
the ref, how they
Good.
hid who it was until it was
Right.
time to make the big reveal. That was spot on, man.
That was, I mean, it was like one of those things. Like, is that? Is it? Oh shit! It is.
It's just those
right.
details that Triple H is doing, man.
Like we all said they had good camera work before, but man, they got like
I don't know.
a notch better, like
Yeah,
way
so I
better.
don't
It
know.
seemed like any time back in the past, it's like, oh, that was great. We could always pick one thing that was bad or off
Dude.
or something was wrong. But now it's just like everything they're doing is just
Well, that Wyatt Six thing, they would have shown like 85 different camera angles and probably one of them shaking, you know,
Yeah.
some shit like that.
I
when you
mean,
saw somebody holding, you know, the wires or something like that, or
Yeah.
one of the boom mics or something.
it was just. I mean, just
Yeah.
everything they're doing is
Shout out Triple H, man.
amazing. I mean,
How much you think
yeah.
that the drone camera, how steady it is too, is what blows my mind. It's just how steady and how smooth it is.
Yeah.
I mean that's no $100 drone. That's
Oh yeah, it's a good piece. I mean, and they have to have somebody there that's going to be able to work it. But like the
oh yeah, I
stunt-
could imagine me trying to drive. I'd hit a fan in the back of the head and I'd be running into curtains and shit.
I just see them. I mean, the more they're doing, especially like these one shot angles and all these things, I just see it doing nothing but improving. We're going to see
Dude.
different things. We're going to see.
And
better
AEW is trying their best to do it. It's just not as smooth.
Well,
No,
and
no way
McAfee on his show Tuesday, he was like, so we're sitting there like I'm yeeting for Jey Uso, and he's like, I look at my clock, and he's like, damn, are we gonna be yeeting for 10 minutes? Like, what the fuck's about to happen? And he's like, and then all this shit, the power goes out, like, because he didn't know, quote, but he was like, you know, like, hey, Michael Cole, like, are we gonna yeet for like 10 straight minutes? Like, what the hell's going on here? You know?
Well, they kind of gave the date away in one of those QR codes.
Yeah. The
They
week
gave it. They
before.
gave the time away or something from the pay per view.
Yeah.
It was like the next day or 2 days later, 48 hours or something. So I love how they just built up to it, took the time with it, and I'm interested to see where it goes next.
Oh,
I really
agree.
hope they. I don't know.
I mean, what do you
'cause
do?
there's-
How do you top that? I mean, that was amazing Monday night.
Well, here's a question, completely off topic. Well, how do you book them?
That's exactly right. I mean,
Book them like you did the Wyatt family. Don't make them supernatural. You know,
Yeah.
don't make them where they got special powers or where they can do magic. Don't do that.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody knows who the identity of everybody is, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Dexter Loomis, they didn't do him right when he first showed up to Raw. So I hope they do something better with him. Nikki Cross is amazing. I always thought she was great.
You want to talk about fucking like what's it called, like character, like breadth or what? You know, like she can play like all these different
Oh,
characters.
she's got that broad range of
She was,
characters.
she
yeah.
was in Insanity. She was a fucking superhero. She
Yep.
played like a, you know, like
She played a best
girl.
friend.
yeah,
Alexa
best
Bliss.
friend. She dressed up real nice one time. Then she played like a crazy ass bitch. You know, like
mhm.
Nikki Cross has some range. That's what I was looking
Yeah.
for. She got some range, man. Like
I
good
agree.
range.
I mean, it's definitely gonna be interesting to see how they do things, and I don't think they're gonna disappoint. This is something they got too much invested in too many people and like wanting this. I don't think they're gonna fuck up. They're gonna be all hands on deck. We need the best thing, and the main man ain't there no more to fuck it up.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, so because back then that it was a one man show. Now with Hunter running it, it's multi people. He listens out. He'll throw out his idea, and then he'll listen to this other guy's idea, and oh shit, that is badass.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that. You know.
I'm just
So-
saying it's easier to shit the bed on this idea than it is to make it right. So I hope they
Right.
make it right because it's
I-
way easy to have it terrible. You know?
Yeah, I agree. So we'll see. I mean, it's definitely something coming, but I see them doing nothing but improving, especially when they're getting ready to go to Netflix.
Oh, yep.
You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
mean, they're gonna have so much. They ain't gonna have to worry about USA Network and this and that. They're gonna be spot on.
Are they gonna have commercials?
Hey, there ain't no telling what's gonna happen with that. If you have the commercial free Netflix,
Ah, here we go. Netflix Plus.
Netflix plus plus.
so we'll see. But yeah, that's what I got right now for this week. You know, just a couple little what the fuck and things that blew my mind this week. So
Yeah. What the fuck?
back to you, James.
All right. Well, we got Adam up next on the old outline. So, Adam, bringing in the match. What you got for us?
So last week kind of caught us off guard a little bit. So I was just sitting here thinking, what can be just a great match we can just sit back and watch? And I've heard good and bad about this match, and I've seen one of theirs. They had in Japan in 2016, but the 2017 one, I wanted to watch it. I mean, they're both great, so it was hard to really pick. But this one, I just figured we just plus first one I found on YouTube. So it's gonna be from 2017. It's from a Pro Wrestling World Cup, the semifinals of the World Cup.
You're
It
stealing my
is
gimmick, bro. You're stealing my gimmick.
Well, it's Will Ospreay and Ricochet.
Yeah. Oh,
But-
what match is it?
Yeah. But all it is, it's a 64 person, which for some reason there was 65 people this year and then 2017. But it's a tournament produced by What Culture Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
Participants from all countries.
What's that bald dude? Simon?
Simon Diamond.
The bald guy there that he wrestles. Boy, this is gonna sound stupid when it airs. Shout out to What Culture Wrestling, big fans. Simon, yeah, Simon from What Culture. No, he's not the bald. God, go ahead, go ahead.
So it's 64 wrestlers from different countries over 4 different continents, including Europe and Asia. 64 wrestlers from around the world take part in qualifying tournaments to qualify for the official tournament. They're like I said, it's 64 people, different tournaments. They got qualified to be in the actual tournament. I mean, there's a German leg, there's a UK leg, Scottish leg, Canadian leg, American leg, Japanese leg.
Damn octopus, huh?
It's massive, man.
There's a fucking octopus, man. 8 legs.
It's bigger than I realized it was.
Yeah.
Story of my life. But
Ew.
but I was just like quick in the moment, like, hey, who's 2 guys that would be amazing to watch? Ricochet, Will Ospreay. So that's where we're at, Bubba.
Nice.
We're gonna do a watch along style too.
Hell yeah. So fire up that YouTube. You know? And like Adam said, it is it's on YouTube. It is you type in Ricochet versus Will Ospreay, it will pop up and it will definitely look exactly like that.
Can we put the link in the description? Is that allowed?
Yeah. Fuck it.
We'll do that. Copy and paste, James. Copy and paste.
We'll see what happens.
So like I said, this is like in the semifinals.
Yeah.
Instead of me trying to explain who beat who, I'm just gonna let the video play and it tells you what they did first round, second round, whatnot. So I think it'd be easier to do it that way because they can do it better than I can.
That's fair. And what match is it? It's Ricochet versus Will Ospreay from the WCPW Pro Wrestling World Cup. This match itself took place on August 26, 2017, from the Sports Central, as it says, in Newcastle upon Tyne, England, something like that. Probably butchered it. apologize to our friends across the pond. But it is in Newcastle, England. I'll put it that way. It had a match length of 17 minutes and 11 seconds.
All right, so y'all ready to go?
Let's do it. Oh, well, hey, we got to give a countdown.
Go ahead.
So, go to the YouTube, Ricochet, Will Ospreay, Pro Wrestling World Cup 2017. And we're going to start it.
Starting at all zeros.
Starting at all zeros. And you're going to start it with us in 3, 2, 1, play. So, Mike, what was your favorite part of the match?
That part right there.
Fucking dickhead.
I told y'all I wanted to watch this one live with y'all because I did not see this match, so I wanted to be shocked to see what
Professional
look at some of this
podcast.
stuff right here.
Yeah, it's a recap. If you're looking at the
I know,
recap,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, look at like the stuff that they're doing. I mean,
yeah, for our audio listeners, I bet this sounds amazing.
oh yeah, he did a backflip and a triple threat.
Look at this stuff.
And now the referee's holding up his arm because he won. And the guy's like, what the fuck?
Penta thought he won, but come find out, Ricochet won. And
Now
then
it's
showing
Ospreay.
the highlights from Ospreay.
Yeah, so just in case you're not watching, Ricochet ends up beating Penta El Zero Miedo to go to the next round. And Will Ospreay actually beat Speedball Mike Bailey.
Ooh. And then
with
Rey
pinfall, and
Mysterio
then
too, right? There's Rey Mysterio that he's in there with.
Yeah, Will
Hey,
Ospreay actually beat Rey Mysterio in one of his first matches to get to Mike Bailey. Mike Bailey ended up beating Travis Banks from the UK. Ricochet wrestled in Helico, beat him by submission. Penta beat a guy named Bad Bones from Germany.
Shout out to that ad. No lie, Speedball Mike Bailey, never really knew him, until obviously we started doing the show and stuff. And shout out to Devin for kind of introducing me to him. And shout out to literally us three, saw that fool wrestle a match with no ropes.
Yeah, right. I mean, and amazing. He's just amazing at what he does.
Yeah, I like him.
And see, this happened in 2017. They Ricochet, Will Ospreay had a match in New Japan the year prior to this, and it's amazing. So if you got a chance to go back and watch it, it's Ricochet, Will Ospreay in New Japan. I think it's the best of the Super Juniors. I believe that's what it was.
Nice.
But Ricochet looks so much different from 2016 to 2017.
Too bad you didn't pick that match because this match sucks. Spoiler.
And I mean, and shout out to Ricochet, RIP, because we know he got killed.
Yeah, thanks, Braun Breaker.
Was that real glass? Hey,
shout out.
But just talking shit. This match, it's like kind of good, but a lot of stops. Like a lot of rest spots. It feels like to me, just me personally.
I tried to find the name of that referee. I couldn't find his name.
Oh, did you know who's on commentary?
Who?
God, I hope I get this right. I believe it's Dave Bradshaw and James Kennedy.
Oh shit. That's
maybe
JBL's younger brother.
Oh, Dave.
Mr. Kennedy's older brother.
Oh, legacies. So I got some legacy in there.
I did a little bit of research on them, and they don't like to be known about it.
I bet you did. Didn't watch the match, did all the research. My man Mike. Shout out. What do you think about Will Ospreay's outfit there, Mike?
I think that's something that our man JD would have done. I mean, it looks pretty nice. Could have been a bit better, but he might have been on a budget, working these little scenes. So JD, being the man he is, did what he had to do.
Quick start, ring the bell.
That's
I like how Will Ospreay went for the cutter and he got cut off.
the fastest thing that happens in this match. But Adam, wrestling in long ass fucking jackets. What's that like?
I can't imagine having a wrestling something like that because, I mean, I did tights and boots and kick pads, but I'm glad Will Ospreay took it. Okay, they both did.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hey, and shout out to that fucking eagle on Ricochet's
Yeah.
ass. Fuck you,
Yeah.
I
Brad.
just
By the
noticed that. I figured
way.
you
Fuck
liked that.
that. That's what I would say. Fuck off, Brad, on that one.
Yeah. Miss you, buddy. Go fuck yourself. Fuck the Eagles. But no, because I kept every time I watched this match, because I actually watched it twice. I guess I watched it once for Mike. But yeah, I saw that fucking eagle on his ass, and I was like, man, this Brad shit all day.
Right. Speaking of Eagles, did y'all know that next season in the NFL, Philadelphia is going to have the highest paid beer out of all of the NFL teams' stadiums?
There ain't no way that's right, dude. Because when I saw Dallas's was like what, $8? Like there ain't no way.
Well, this is what they're saying. Philadelphia is going to be 1467. So we'll find out when next season starts and Brad goes to the first game, because Brad's going to have to go to the first game now to let us know
Right?
how much he had to pay for a beer.
Hey, he's gonna fly high with that beer and let us know
Yeah.
how much it costs.
Yeah, I mean, that's about like an AEW pay-per-view beer. I mean,
Dude, yeah, and then Dallas was like $8. Like, no,
but Atlanta's only 625.
that is. You see, this is a bullshit ass
fuck
list.
is
There ain't no way you're walking in Mercedes Benz. Hey, can I get a beer? $6. Like,
No,
bro, I go to bars that are more expensive than that here.
Well, you know what it is Atlanta's gonna have all these they're gonna have the Miller, the Bud, this and that, and it's all gonna be the same thing. It's all gonna be that cool, refreshing taste of natty
Natural light. It'll probably be $12 fucking dollars. Hell, the fucking TNA show we went to was double-digit beers.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, but hey, we'll see.
Yeah, it's a load of shit.
All right, so I was looking at the participants, everybody that was actually a part of the tournament, and dude, some of these names. I mean, Alberto El Patron, which is Alberto Del Rio from WWE,
Oh yeah,
and Helico, Bobby Fish,
right.
Drago was in that comment what we watched about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Lucha Underground. He comes out and he's got this big dragon tongue and puts it back in his mouth. It's pretty badass. Drew McIntyre, Ray Phoenix, Harry Smith, James Storm, Jay Lethal, Jimmy Havoc, Joe Coffey, Joe Henry. I believe in Joe Henry,
Man.
baby.
I shit you not, dude. Like 20 times a day.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
London and Paris and Tokyo. Yeah, I'm not even playing.
That was awesome.
I'll be talking to my buddy Jesse on the phone, and it'll be like a quiet moment, and I'll just be like, "I believe in Joe Hendry." Oh, in NXT. How about that, man? Huh?
Yeah, he's got like the second most viewed video since WrestleMania.
Hey, and he was over in NXT, man. That crowd like screamed
I
that
agree.
shit.
And he had to do shit either. He walked out, got eliminated. That's it.
Shout out.
And I want to do a quick shout out to our boy Devin. We already missed it. It's only been 1 week, but he sent me a little Devin's demographic.
Oh,
One thing he was talking about was CM Punk versus ICP. So, we had recently on our great platform of ad-free shows, we had Violent J on there, and he was discussing, we seen a big thing where he was telling CM Punk to go suck a dick and go fuck off, and I mean, just everything. I mean, he went off.
Whoop, fam.
I mean, straight up went off on CM Punk, and come to find out the reason is because I guess they went to a show one time, and he said it was one of his first shows, and he didn't know you're supposed to shake everybody's hand, so he didn't shake, CM Punk's hand like that. And the second time we met him was in TNA, and he went to shake his hand then for respect. And CM Punk pretty much said fuck off and didn't shake his hand, and so that's it. And he has Violent J's good friends with Colt Cabana. And so with their issues, and he said he's sticking with one of his friends, and that's what it is. So that was one of the things. He also said something about the fourth annual MLB draft combine, some bullshit. So if you're in MLB, whatever the hell's going on, that's another part of his demographic because I don't watch it. So
Baseball draft, I guess, is that what you're saying?
yeah, some kind of baseball draft. I don't know. I don't watch baseball, so I don't know. But yeah, so his other part of demographic is the baseball draft. That's fucking awesome, Devin. Good job.
My man.
And then, of course, he said something about believing in Joe Henry. So we got that.
Damn right.
So I was going to say, you said Will Ricochet getting the best of Will Ospreay, but the crowd is like 50-50. They're, Ospreay is getting his chant like he always does. But Ricochet is about 50-50, man. And that's why I like this match because it's a little bit of slow pace, a little bit of high fly. So it's got a little bit of both, a little bit of not ground and pound, but you got some strikes, you got some high fly.
Yeah. The
You got a
crowd
little
is
wrestling in there.
the crowd is 50-50. I agree, Ospreay, Ricochet stuff, but they have time to get their shit in, the crowd that is, because do one move, stop. Is this WrestleMania 2 with that blue cage?
You think that kind of I guess it would, like, it hurt the match, them doing that. Like, they were expecting the whole match being a high pace.
I wouldn't say the whole match, but it does seem like.
But I mean, they're always gonna have, especially in a longer match like this, you need some rest spots.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But it seems
They
like
didn't have, I don't know how many
99%
matches together, so they probably just, like I said, the one in Japan is great, so they probably want to do something a little different.
That's fair too.
Yeah.
I am judging it solely based on this match, and if they did something in Japan, you're not going to repeat the same match, so that is fair. But it did seem like do one move, pause. Do one move, pause.
But
and I like a good storytelling.
You see how much Will Ospreay, like how much he's selling. I mean, he's selling the neck.
Well, and Ricochet, dude, I think Ricochet is like probably one of the best sellers ever. That dude sells everything.
Did you see how he went through that windshield? He thought what I get was fucking hurting for real.
Dude, he gets punched one time in the face in this match, and his legs are spread. He's like head down. I think Ricochet is one of the best sellers of all time.
I agree. I mean, I'm happy for him that he's gonna go on to new adventures, and I think no matter where he ends up, he's gonna be a big time player.
Yeah. Oh, WWE.
I don't think he's leaving.
I don't either.
I think it'd be yeah.
I don't think you get Samantha involved, which granted we may sound like idiots by the time this airs, but I don't think you get Samantha involved if he's leaving. That's just me.
Yeah, we're gonna see him at was it the pay-per-view AEW got coming up?
Oh, Forbidden Door.
Yeah, Forbidden Door.
We're
gonna see Ricochet at Forbidden Door.
Actually, now that you mentioned that,
here it is, Poison Runner. Oh, God Almighty!
But it's like Drew. Like, did you guys see Drew at SmackDown in Chicago fighting CM Punk?
You know what, man?
Drew
I
quit.
can see them.
Yeah, he quit Raw, and he's gonna attack CM because SmackDown was in Chicago. And did you guys see Drew come out and attack CM Punk in Chicago?
It's gonna be funny if he's just nowhere near it.
Right?
It's gonna sound stupid.
He's got pictures of Scotland and everything.
He said, "I'm doing this. I'm going back home." A fucking flower bed or some shit like that.
Right. Well, we all know, a lot of wrestling, it's repeat. They go back to different storylines. I can see this right here being a Brian Pillman storyline where they let him go somewhere else. He's gonna show up in, I mean, of course, TNA.
Are you talking about Ricochet or Drew?
No, Drew. He's gonna show up at different places, for come out just be hey, he quit and he's gonna dog trash talk shit WWE, and then here in a couple weeks, or maybe in a couple months, we're gonna get CM Punk versus whoever for that world title, and right then and there, Drew comes back. That's what I'm calling, and he's gonna screw CM Punk out of it.
That could happen.
I mean, it could. I mean, it could even be. I mean, I don't want to say Money in the Bank.
I don't see Drew trashing WWE because boy howdy, they made him like one of the tippy top dudes. But if he did like take a couple months away and like, because let the CM Punk thing happen, thinking that Drew's gone. Oh, Drew's gone. I don't have to worry about that. And then all of a sudden,
I
like Survivor Series or something. All of a sudden,
right, that's what I'm saying.
Bam.
But I'm still gonna stick with him trashing WWE. Like they're gonna say, I mean, of course, it's gonna be all part of the story.
Yeah, a little kayfabe trash.
Yeah, it's not like he's out there trashing him for real, like he really hates him, or he's doing it because he's with another company. But he's gonna come out there and talk his crap and this and that and everything else. I said, CM Punk's can come out there, get that world title shot, and right at the end of that three, you're gonna go 1, 2, and here comes Drew, and screw him out of that damn title shot.
1, 2, here comes Drew.
I'm telling you.
Hey, we're talking over a great match. Did you see that false finish? Oh my God!
Taking time to sell right here.
They had him in the corner.
I wish I knew the name.
I like Adam taking time to sell.
Selling a little bit, getting a breather, letting the crowd enjoy what they've seen so far.
But hey, when you do good moves, take your time. But when you do like a, chop some dude and then take 5 minutes in between, that was my issue with this match. Like when they do their hot opening shit before when they have the coats on, and then they kind of like stop and then take the coats off and then keep going, like that's cool. But it seemed like close on. Oh, pause.
Yeah, I see what you're saying about now that we're watching.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad, like, they don't do a bad job. I just think there's a couple, and I'm not saying they should flip-flop and fly everywhere. I'm not saying that either, because that would be just like,
that's honestly where I thought this match
was Cirque du Soleil. You know what I mean?
Right. Ooh.
Oh, wow, what a backflip.
See right there. Yeah, you see how he's selling? I love the shit out of it. And then here's an awesome move.
Wow.
Oh, Spanish fly.
I like that. Love that move.
Oh,
wow. What a wow.
1, 2.
What the
oh my God. How did he kick out of that?
Some kind of flipping blockbuster or something.
How did he kick out of that? My God.
DDT. What the fuck was that shit?
That was a lot going on right there. Throw to the shout out to our audio listeners who don't know what the hell we're talking about. But that was a throw to the ropes, and then the Ospreay caught him. They did what's that move called? They both flipped.
A front flip her.
Oh, Spanish fly first. Oh, German suplex.
ELD German, and he's got it wrapped in. Ricochet's got the German wrapped in. Is he gonna do it 2 times? Oh wait, he's pulling up all of his strength. He's got him 2 times.
Head, man.
He still has his hands wrapped. Is Ricochet going for a third? Is Ricochet gonna dig deep and pick up it? Oh, he picks it right up off the ground. Is he going for a third? My goodness, look at the strength of Ricochet. Oh, what a release. Suplex.
Beautiful release.
Man.
Ride him up. Do him on the shoulders.
Wrestling is so badass, dude. Like, it really is.
Oh, went for a go to sleep.
Oh, and he missed it.
No, he just gave out.
Yeah.
What selling by Will Ospreay?
Dude, with my friend Brandon earlier today, we were watching some of those Untold things on the Peacock now, but the WWE like stuff. And he just looks at me and he goes, dude, that is so badass. He's like hearing a little bit of the backstories and just watching how they do the matches. He's like, wrestling is so badass. I'm like, it fucking is, man. Like it fucking like wrestling is so badass.
I
Like
agree.
when wrestling gets it right, it's the best form of entertainment on the planet. It
There
really
ain't
is.
nothing better. There honestly ain't. There ain't nothing better.
You can watch your 10 fucking Expendables and your 10 Fast and Furious and your 85 Saws, your Harry Potters, your Game of Thrones. You have fun. Have all the fun you want to watching that shit. But boy, when them motherfuckers in wrestling get it right, there's literally nothing better on the planet.
Look, this ain't the place to be talking about your Harry Potter.
Oh.
That's private stuff. Oh
Hey,
wow.
Hey-oh.
Oh,
For Ricochet to be able to catch him like that at his size is amazing.
he's a strong motherfucker.
Yeah, he's a strong stuff.
Oh, and he kicked out. My God, how did he kick out of that?
If you guys have, or you guys are just listening, take the time and watch this match because this match, I mean, it's only 20 minutes long, but
Well,
it's
that's with the intros and the recalls.
Intros and then the replay and
Yeah.
I mean,
The-
this is
the lead up.
match.
And what match is it? Ricochet versus Will Ospreay from WCPW, What Culture Pro Wrestling World Cup, WCPW PWWC. Damn. That's professional podcast shit right there.
That's right.
From 2017.
the whole tournament started February 21st, 2017. That's when the English leg started. And it went all the way through August 26th
Oh,
until we had the final winner, which is the winner.
get it back. in the head.
Spoiler.
Yeah, the winner.
But hey, but there's a
Oh, what the fuck was
What
that?
a code
that's
red.
sick. And he got the 3.
Oh, what a code red, baby.
That came out of nowhere.
That's what I like, man. Just he was getting beat. One move, caught him off guard. 1, 2, 3.
I would say the athletic prowess in this match, way good. Kind of stalls at the beginning. It ends positive though. I ain't gonna hate on the finish. Like it ends fucking, good. And we all know both of these guys are way talented. So I'm not hating on that. Just, took a little time, but hey, maybe that's me hating on the fact that they were telling a story,
And Will Ospreay was starting to get a little size on him right here. In 2016, he was a lot smaller. So he was starting to get a little size and go from that super junior and make his way up. Which right there, if you're watching, you see the finals, Will Ospreay versus Kushida. And does anybody want the spoiler? Who wins?
Spoil it.
Yeah.
Kushida wins the
Damn.
2017 World Cup tournament.
I bet that's a good match too.
Okay, yeah, that'd be another one we got to watch. And there's your winner, Will Ospreay.
Now we got the 50 funny rounds up next.
Yeah,
That was pretty cool.
I like it. I mean, well, there were some pauses, but I did like the match. It's just like a lot of pause spots. But maybe that's me not realizing they're telling a story.
And that's what it's all about.
Not bad, not bad.
Oh, yeah. Do we have any listener questions?
So Jake from State Farm asked, what was your favorite match out of this whole World Cup champion thing?
Will Ospreay versus Kushida.
Great answer.
Adam from Tennessee. Who the fuck is that guy? He said, what do you think is Ricochet's favorite match or best match?
I mean, listening to his interviews in the past, really, I know he's real big on the Will Ospreay matches he's had with him.
I bet those are good. I haven't seen much of them. I do know that tag match with he was with Aleister Black and they did against the Viking Raiders or whatever. We covered it. It's one of my favorite tag matches of all time.
Yeah.
Man, that's good.
That ladder match he did for the North American Championship was good.
Oh yeah, that was a really good one too. Brad Down? He said
Who?
Brad Downley.
Ah, makes sense.
That's Devin's nephew.
Yeah, in the womb or something.
Right.
What are we doing?
He wants to know if you could book Ricochet in your dream match, who would it be?
Ooh, that's good.
Ricochet CMD.
There you go.
Oh,
Shout out,
that might
Beta
be
Man Dan, friend of the
that might
show.
be a real good one. And that's
Well, wait, you're not gonna give us all answers? What a dickhead, just
oh,
burning
I
through.
thought you did. I think you said that was a good one. That's my bad.
Well, it was a good one. That doesn't mean I don't have an answer. I was just saying that was a good one. But here's the thing, though. Do you want Ricochet like as a opponent that's gonna sell and all that stuff? Because he's way good at that. Like he's way good at that. Or do you want fucking flip flop bonanza style, which he is way good at that
Way good
too.
at that
Like
too.
Ricochet is damn good. I'll just end it on he has a lot of perfect matches in my head because he is such a good wrestler and he'd make a great opponent for a lot of motherfuckers.
I think so too. I think he could. I mean, there ain't too many people he cannot work with. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. Like damn near every roster, you know.
if it's a high flyer, he can work with him. If it's a big, strong monster, he can work with him. I mean, if it's just somebody that's just out there and all they do is shake their head and do a jackknife and a spear, he could work with them. I mean, so you go from the greatest to the worst, he could work with them.
I wondered when we were
Ricochet-
gonna get a Goldberg reference.
Ricochet, Ray Phoenix.
See, that would be badass.
Oh, that would
Way
be a good
badass.
match too. I mean, that would be a real good match.
Man, that would be good. But like Orange Cassidy, like him and Orange Cassidy be dope. Obviously, I mean, you can pick anybody. Like, honestly, this is what I like about Ricochet because I'm kind of as I've been watching, wrestling the past couple years. Obviously, I didn't see him in the Lucha Underground stuff, but
Oh, he was so good. He and Rey Mysterio had an amazing match.
dude, that's another one. Like
Yeah, that
Ricochet
match
could
they had
damn near
was-
have a
was
great
badass.
match with it. Like he could go up to Luchasaurus and have a good match. He could go up to Brian Cage and have a good match. He can go up to like, in my opinion, Ricochet is like that motherfucker. Like we need a match out of this person. Like you can put him in there. I honestly think that Intercontinental Champion, and he could just like fucking battle anyone really, and then you can tell the story of him getting his ass beaten and him making that quick comeback. Like hey, book it.
I agree.
I honestly think Ricochet is a perfect opponent for like Dolph Ziggler, people like that, obviously too. But man, Ricochet is a great like opponent for damn near every single fucking wrestler out there.
I agree. All right. One more. We got one from Dick Nelson. He wants to know if Will Ospreay went to WWE, who would you book him with at first?
That seems like a very personal question. So I'm glad they wrote in. First?
Who would be the first people that you like, the first storyline you would book him in is where he's coming from? Maybe how would you bring him in? I mean, that's kind of what I'm taking out. And
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like debut and feud.
Yeah, kind of. How would you have done that?
Because we just saw Ethan Page debut, and all that stuff.
Right. Of course, I think. I mean, he would have probably had to come up to the main roster to begin with. I don't think he would have went to NXT. He could have. I mean, we can say either way.
I mean, Will Ospreay could debut against Ray, Rey Mysterio, obviously, but everybody can fucking wrestle Rey Mysterio. That's like a default answer.
There's a guy in NXT called Nathan Frazier. He's a tag champion with Axiom right now. I think he would have an amazing match with Will Ospreay. Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah,
Carmelo Hayes would be a good one. What about AJ Styles? You think they could have had a good match?
I think they wrestled. I don't know if they wrestled in Japan or not.
Dude, could you imagine?
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Not to sway your question, but could you imagine a legit like booked feud, Ricochet and AJ, that has like a huge payoff at a pay-per-view, and how fucking like give them 35 minutes, 40 minutes?
Mhm.
Can't that be a good match?
Yeah.
Personally, I like AJ a lot. Didn't really know about him in TNA. My dad used to always tell him like, I bet AJ Styles probably the best wrestler on the planet, and I didn't know who the fuck he was. But man,
What do you think Will Ospreay and Kurt Angle in his prime would have been like?
Badass.
I think that would have been a good match.
yeah,
Because I mean, I'm digging. I'll watch a little bit of AEW, you know, for Will Ospreay in his matches. I mean, I really got into him lately.
dude, I was watching this match like earlier with my friend Brandon because we watch the matches before we talk about them.
Oh, cool.
Shout out. But no, but I was like, hey man, you should see the match that Osprey did with Omega. And I was like, I'm not really crazy about Omega. Obviously he's good. I'm not saying he's bad, but him and Osprey, Omega and Osprey, good match. Omega and Danielson, good match. Like,
Mm. I'm telling you.
yeah.
All right, that's all I got today.
Yeah.
So back to you, Jamers.
Shout out Devin, fucking ass. I guess it's my turn, I guess, to talk about my segment, the spirit of getting the fuck out of town. Well, it seems like I've been talking about this fucking shit for 2 months, so I agree with the spirit of getting the fuck out of town. I will say my last official day at work in my commissary was yesterday, which as y'all hear this is like 8 days ago. And I wore a red shirt and black slacks, and for all my golf friends, and sports friends, I Sunday Tigered them hoes, man.
I
Because
love that.
I just straight up like Sunday Tiger, and I kept telling people like, "Oh, I'm in my Sunday Tiger," because they were, "Oh, you look handsome," because obviously I got the haircut, had to get that fade before I go. They're like, "Oh, you look handsome. Oh, why are you all dressed up?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna be a manager. Like, I'm a manager now." And then they're like, "Oh, so you dress up like that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm wearing my Sunday Tiger. You know why? Because I fucking won."
There you go.
Yeah, so shout out to the third week in a row, me talking about moving, but I am moving, like as you hear this, I'm already gone. So yeah, just it's a hurry up and wait process, of course. Once again, said that for 3 days or 3 weeks, but yeah, that the spirit of getting the fuck out of town is, you know, uh like it's not like giving up on your town. You know what I'm saying? It's just getting the fuck out of town.
Hmm.
Like always, always appreciate, what you are doing, what you have done. But if you want to do other things, then hey, get the fuck out of town. Like there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with staying where you're at and doing what you do. I'm never, I always want to make that clear. But there's also nothing wrong with climbing that extra ladder, like climbing that rung and like, striving for greatness. Like there's nothing wrong with that. And if you striving for greatness is staying and doing what you're doing, then by all means, fucking, be successful. Like that's what it's about. Fucking do what you need to do. TCLB, take care of business. And, always like strive for the better. If striving for the better is not a job thing and it's more of a personal thing, like for whoever's out there listening, then strive for that. Like the only thing literally that's stopping you is you. I mean, obviously there's variables and factors in the way, but 99% of the time, the only thing stopping you literally is yourself. Because you get caught up in your mind and you get like, well, I don't know if I want to do this. Take that fucking leap. Like, take a chance. Because here's the thing, it's not all going to be, sunshine and roses and daisies. Like, you're going to fail and falter, but you have to get the fuck back up. You got to kick out at two, like we say, but always like go for it. Because here's the thing, would you rather be, old and be like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done this, I should have done this? Or would you rather look back at your life and be like, man, I took the chance on this. I took the chance on this. Oh, and this happened. I took a chance on this. Like, because obviously, like, I fucked up college. I fucked up a lot of things. So, as I age, and especially if I'm on my deathbed and stuff like that, I'll be like, oh, I should have done this different. But I'm trying to make sure that, from, a couple years ago moving forward, like, man, I'm going to take that chance because I don't want the whole life to be that way. So just got to put yourself out. It's a brave ass thing to do. It's scary, but here's the thing: you have to totally believe in yourself.
That's
I'm
right.
not the best motherfucker out there. I don't claim to be. Hell, I say worse things to the mirror, than anything. But like, I'm gonna at least try. Like I'm gonna fucking try. And if I fail, then I fail. But they don't make me fail. Like if I fail, I fail. But I'm not gonna let no motherfucker hold me down. Like I'm gonna at least give it my best try. And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. But guess
As long,
what? I'm gonna go to something else and try that fucking thing too. Like
as long as you sit out there and you try and you give it your all, you will never fail.
exactly.
Just me,
That's a real ass statement. Because I never gave myself like
get
you
out
know
there and give it all, no matter what the outcome is. You did not fail because you put yourself out there and you did what you had to do, and you're doing what you have to do. No matter the outcome of this, you will not fail. No matter the outcome.
that's the thing. Like a lot of
You
people are
did it.
scared to like gamble on themselves. But here's the thing: when you gamble on yourself, you answer to yourself. Like, are
That's
you
right.
gonna let yourself fail? Probably not. Like, probably no. Like, if you gamble on something, but you kind of have like a fallback thing. Oh, well, I'm gonna try this. Bah, you're gonna be like half committed, whatever. But if you straight up truly like, I am all I got. I am going all in, like you're probably not gonna fail because you have no idea the power you really possess. When you fucking put your mind to shit, you can make some fucking great things happen. Like you
That's
really
right.
can.
You put your mind to it, you give it all, no matter the outcome. You try. That's all that matters. You try. Don't like, and I tell my kids all the time, when they say they can't do something, don't tell me you can't. You can. You're just not trying enough. You're not
Boom.
trying hard enough. Okay. No matter the outcome, no matter if it doesn't happen, you still try.
Boom.
If
And
you
guess
try,
what? You have
you
the
get it done.
experience. You have the experience to when you try for something else, like the drawback of it. So, hey, I've tried for a lot of things, failed, a bunch. But guess what? Keep trying, keep going because every failure you get is like another life lesson to like, okay, hey, last time I did this and it didn't work. So this time I'm going to do this,
You
like
have to experience failure to succeed greatness.
exactly. Rainbows don't happen without rain,
Okay.
flowers don't
Exactly.
grow without rain, like, loved. If you would never love anything unless you experience pain,
Yep.
like
And
bad shit happens, man. It's life. Like bad shit fucking happens. That's life.
it
But it
happens.
makes you appreciate and makes you like strive to be better, Pain happens. Life blows. Life sucks. It will fucking Randy Johnson fastball you in the face like he did that bird. Like that's what life's gonna do every single day. It is what it is. Life is gonna fucking punch you in the face, chew you up, and spit you out. But
Exactly.
man, as long as you get up, try, and go, who knows what you can conquer?
And
Who
what are you
knows?
gonna
You
do?
know why? Who knows? Because you got to go for it.
You
Who
gotta go for
knows?
it.
You got to go.
And what are you gonna do at the end of the day? You're gonna pick up that shoulder and you're gonna kick out at two.
Boom. That's what we do, and that's what you do on your show. But yeah, man, that's real talk. Like I failed a million times, but man, like
I'm right.
you don't know
And
the
look at you now.
outcome
And you've
unless you
always kicked
try
out at
for it.
two. And look at you now.
I failed. Fuck, I was a jackass in my 20s, and now look at me, getting some shit together.
We've all done it.
But
We've all
here's the
done
thing:
it.
you
We've all done
you never know unless you try.
it. Mhm.
And you're not going to bat 1,000. Shout out Devin, baseball reference. You're not going to bat 1,000. But here's the thing: if you step up to the plate, swing and miss, well, hey, then you know what to do the next pitch, right?
That's right.
And then you may hit a grand slam. You may hit a grand slam on your second try. If you fail on your first try, you may hit a grand slam on your second try. You never know unless you fucking step up to that plate and swing that bat.
That's right.
Never fucking give up, ever.
Good
ever.
one, James. Good one.
I've had friends commit suicide, and it's the saddest fucking shit of all time. Never ever give up on yourself. Always. And if you need help, get it. That's another thing. If you feel the need that you need help, please get it.
Anybody.
And always remember, keep going, man. Keep going. The world is better with you in it than with you out of it. You know, the world is a great place with you in it. So keep going. Strive for what you can. If you get knocked down, kick out at 2 and just keep trucking, man. That's what we're here for. Keep trucking. You can't have good times if you, end your times.
Yep. There we go.
And that is the spirit of getting the fuck out of town. So, Adam, I guess you're up next. Adam, take us away.
Oh, so I talked about last week how I want to start doing like a something like an independent wrestler, kind of like a spotlight type deal, where one of the guys that I've refed here recently, like last week as we record, I refereed a match with the Pro South World Champion, Aaron Dallas, Aaron Dallas. That's what he goes by. He's a blue collar rock star. He's been wrestling about 3 years now. He comes out of the Nightmare Factory. So he's been trained by Cody Rhodes, QT Marshall, and them guys at Nightmare Factory. He's one of his first matches. I'm using Cage match. So one of his first matches that was actually on here. Was like February 28th. He had a tag match at the Nightmare Factory.
What year? This year?
No, that's 2021.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that was one of his first matches listed. Yeah, March 28th, 2021. Tag match at the Nightmare Factory. So I guess it's one of those student showcases that they do. And then he made his way to Pro South, which is about 20 minutes down the road from me. I've been reffing there 6-8 months probably. He got into the mix pretty quick. I mean, he had a few matches, 2021 Pro South. 2022, he actually ends up winning the Pro South. They call it the All Out title. It's kind of like the Intercontinental Championship. He won that in April 8th, 2022, beat a guy named Tyler Sutton. And he held it all the way to January 19th, 2024, when he got beat by Aiden Andrews, which is another damn good wrestler.
Where is he at now?
He's a Pro South, and he does some other stuff in Georgia. NAWA Classic City Wrestling, Southern Fried Championship Wrestling,
Okay,
Southern
he's
States,
all
Ultimate
over Georgia.
Wrestling Fed, and just a bunch of different stuff in Georgia.
Nice.
Still wrestles at Pro South. He's the current Pro South heavyweight champion. He actually won that December 15th, 2023. He beat
Twice?
Brandon Watley.
Oh.
There you go.
Watley's been wrestling 5-6 years maybe. I think. Don't quote me on that. But Brandon Watley held the title for a while. And so he actually won the World Championship, the Pro South Heavyweight Championship, December 15th, 2023, and then held both titles. So he had that one and the All Out Championship until, like I said, January 19th, 2024, when Aiden Andrews beat him. I want to say it was a 3-way match. I had to go look and see what it is exactly, and Aiden Andrews is still the All Out champion. But somebody to look for in the future. I mean, he's got a great build, long blonde hair. He's got that good look, good gimmick, blue collar rock star.
That's what's up.
So every time that I go to Pro South, he's there. He's a big face. His little brother actually is one of the referees there. So he's still fairly young. But like I said, Aaron Dallas, somebody to look for in the future, because Nightmare Factory guy, got a lot of good training. He does like the Claymore as his finisher. He calls it the steel toe.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
So he's like I said, damn good looking guy. Nice build, taller guy. He maybe 5'11", 6 foot maybe. So somebody to look forward to, man. Several matches at Pro South. That's his main wrestling is Pro South, and he does, like I said, stuff in Georgia a lot. So just be on the lookout for him, man. His name is Aaron Dallas. So
Cool.
that's my spotlight of the week, and I'm gonna start doing it like on and if anybody's got an idea of like local guys they like, like, hey, won't you check this guy out, and I'll do some research and kind of get to know the guy. But what I'll do is like this coming up week, as we record, I got a TV taping tomorrow in Dallas. I mean, at Diamond Championship Wrestling in Mobile, and I'll talk to one of them guys and get a little bit of bio where they started, and get some background, whatever, if I can, and talk about one of these guys next week. So, I'll take a few minutes to talk about some of these independent guys. Because doing the reviews and stuff got old. I mean, anybody can look that up. Oh, okay, well, so and so beat so and so. Most everybody that listens to us probably watched it anyway.
Very
So
true.
I'd much rather talk about something that maybe a lot of people don't know, and it helps my fellow wrestlers, So, but thanks to Devin for actually giving me that idea.
Shout out.
So thank you, little brother.
Dickhead.
I do like that. That's a good it's a good idea. I like giving some shine on some people. And like when Adam said, like people chime in like, hey, you should totally like look up this person. Like that's even better,
Yeah, just
like, hey,
that way we can show some love to people, in different states, and
Yeah.
like Bover and them guys up in Pennsylvania. So
Yep. Yeah. But up in the Midwest, like Chicago, Illinois, all that stuff, the West Coast, all that.
I know RJ up in New York, he I know, and he probably knows a lot of guys up there. So
yeah,
I want to keep it independent wise, if I just run out of guys, which I doubt I will, but if I ever do, or like 2 weeks ago, I did a match with Wes Warren and Ace Austin. And a lot of people know Ace Austin already, but Wes Warren might be a guy. I wouldn't mind doing a bio on him, and but he's heel, so he might not. He might just tell me to go F myself or something, probably. So he's
that's
mean.
True.
But that was a damn good match. Him and Ace Austin had a damn good match, man.
Shout out.
Fine.
But no, yeah, just thanks Devin for the idea, and from here on out, I'm just gonna do like a little quick 5-minute bio or something like that on independent wrestlers, man. Especially they deserve to be. These guys deserve to be, noticed and have a spotlight put on them.
Yeah. Like people you may not know about, but you need to know about. And especially if people like request someone that, like, hey, people should know about this person, even better. And shout out to Aaron Dallas, like
Aaron
Dallas. And hey, ain't nothing like kicking the face. Like ain't nothing like getting kicked straight in the face.
He lays it in too, man. He makes it look good.
That's what's up. Well, shout out Aaron Dallas, Look him up, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Like, hey, research it. I like that. That's a cool, yeah. And if you have any suggestions, hit us up.
Yeah, let me know, man. I wouldn't mind getting to know some of these guys up north, and especially when you get to California too. Like, hey, man, I've heard chatters about these guys, or Mike, if you hear somebody, or
yeah,
I mean, hell, if you think about it, we've had a lot of independent wrestlers on this show, and I've had a lot of fun with them as guests. So yeah.
And I can do a background on CMD or Rolando. We know a lot about these guys already. So
Yeah. But
try to get some of these guys that we ain't met yet.
And here's a peek behind the curtain, which all of our fans obviously know. The independent wrestlers we've had a pretty good time with. We tried to get one big time wrestler, and it was buff and it wasn't the stuff. So
his internet was definitely not the stuff.
For real.
Yeah.
Because it kept buffering.
I was about to say his internet definitely was buff.
Got us on that one for sure.
Yeah, his internet connection was butt.
Yeah.
Hey, I think he had knee surgery here recently, so speedy recovery, obviously. And and another thing, Buff, keep being a motivational person to all the other people out there that need that motivation. Because talk about doing turning the life around and everything. We're all pulling for you, Buff, and you have no idea how many people you may be inspiring. So that's cool. That's really cool.
I met Scotty Riggs when I did MLW. I met Scotty Riggs, and super great guy. Still in pretty good shape.
Yeah,
So
he's
it was
doing
great
that
seeing him.
DDP
Man.
shit.
Great meeting him.
Oh yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. We always support like do better, be better. We always support that. Love it. But yeah, you got an independent wrestler, hit us up and we'll cover them. That being said, what better way to watch wrestling than with some fucking food? So Mike, what food you got for us this week?
Well, I was trying to mix something up today. James, you like Hot Pockets?
Is that a fat joke?
No, it's not a bad
No, I'm kidding.
joke.
Yeah, I like Hot Pockets.
All right, what's your
You
favorite Hot
get
Pocket?
two of them, you put them in the little sleeve thing, like 2.5, 3 minutes,
Yeah. Okay. Well, what about a Hot Pocket pizza?
That kind of a pepperoni. What are we talking about? That's kind of what Hot Pockets are, bro.
You can use the pepperoni one. Pepperoni is always best for it. Okay. And that's where I'm gonna get to on this recipe is the pepperoni Hot Pockets. So what you want to do is you want to get a pan. You line up, you want to pop about six Hot Pockets in there. Okay.
They come
put,
4 to a pack. That's quite a bit.
Yeah, well, it's a Hot Pocket pizza. So it's going to serve more than one person.
Oh.
Okay. Then you put your little bit of marinara sauce on there. You put you some mozzarella cheese on top of that. And then you put all your toppings that you want on top of this. Okay. So what we've gotten here is a Hot Pocket stuffed pizza. So you got all your pizza toppings on there. You got your Hot Pocket that's stuffed with, you can do the pepperoni. Oh, you can do the damn ham and cheese if that's what you like.
So are you having like a dough and then Hot Pockets are
the Hot Pockets is the dough.
Oh, so like a double pizza.
It's like a double pizza.
Oh,
you put the Hot Pockets down.
Look at Mike. Look at Mike.
Then you put your mozzarella sauce on top of there. You put your pizza sauce. And you cup it with your cheese. You put any kind of topping, whatever your favorite pizza topping is, there is. Put that on top of that. All right. And you're going to cook it about 450 for about 15 minutes. Make sure that thing gets nice and crisp. You take that out and you serve it like a pizza. You slice it up, slice and dice it, serve it up. And I'm telling you what, that right there brings the stuffed crust to a whole new level.
It's like a double pizza, man. It's like pizza, halfway pizza lasagna, like a double pizza.
Exactly. Something to try, throw it in there for the kids, throw it in there for the family. Give it a try.
Throw it in there for yourself, lonely ass James.
Hey,
do
it up. You can do it with 2 or 3.
I'm probably about to do it with 2.
Do it up and see how it is. I'm telling you.
I never even thought about that.
A game changer. Especially you get that garlic crust they got.
Yeah.
Oh, spot on, man. I'm telling you.
Man, you get that like 5 meat, Hot Pocket.
Oh,
and then you just do like the mozzarella and then maybe like sprinkle some bacon or sprinkle like ground beef or whatever.
You can put some extra pepperoni on there, some
Ooh,
peppers,
man. It's double pizza. What's better than one pizza? Double pizza.
Double pizza. Exactly.
I like it.
And after, and of course after this show airs, pretty soon Pizza or Papa John's or something's gonna air. Oh, we got special. And then I'm going to kick him in the balls and say, hey, we got this. That's gimmick infringement. And I'm going to get our little buddy, Mike Dawkins, say, hey, I need help on this one.
For real.
With this idea.
Better trademark double pizza right now. Because hey, no lie, that's not a joke, but there have been things that we have said on your show, and then it ends up on other people's shit, and that is not a lie.
That's a fact.
For real.
So try it out, see what you think, and hit me up and let me know. Hey, that was awesome. That sucked. Or hey, cool. You get something else? Let me know. Come on, give me your ideas. Let me have your idea on your show.
Bam. I like it. Man, it sounds good. But yeah, well,
Going there for Brad. Man, I'm hungry now.
right. I'm so hungry. I need a bald head and glasses and stuff to start rubbing my
I
head.
almost wore a pair of glasses just so I can take them off.
Man, once again, not to hammer this home too much. Shout out to Brad and Devin. Shout out to the
guys.
homies.
We love you guys. You guys are doing your thing. We're very proud of you guys.
Did we even mention Bryant once?
Oh, well, he'll be back.
Yeah.
He'll be back next show.
Fuck. Bryant. Are you in Nebraska? Were you herding cattle? Are you in Nebraska land? My ass.
Yeah, he had something to do, like delivering a baby or
So it's Nebraska land. Pepsi? What are we talking about here?
Calgary game, maybe. Ballerina.
Are you mailing us code red?
Yeah,
Hey!
he's doing something. Maybe going to rest. I don't know. We don't know what he's doing.
I have absolutely no idea. That is a shoot, brother.
But he will be back next show.
I absolutely have no clue what he's doing, and that is a total shoot. Not that
he told us like 5 times.
He's straight up dead, and I completely ignored all of it.
I have noticed that since Devin and Brad ain't here, we're shooting at hour 30 right now.
There we go.
Just saying.
Right.
Oh, so you need a rant?
No,
Lord knows I can
we don't.
talk.
No, we're good. We're doing good on time, so no.
No, our crew.
That's great.
Hell yeah! Shout out to the homies, man. All 3 of them. Because that's the thing. Like what we do on this show, Oh man, they just make fun of each other, hate each other. Not at all. Like, not at all. You should see some of the shit I put in the group chat. I'm a jokester, man, because it's fun to shoot the shit, man. It's like a lot of fun to just shoot the shit. Like, because make people laugh, have a good time, man. That's what it's all about, dude. That's what this is all about. And it's still,
I'm here and I'm putting this out here, okay? Because of course this can be aired out next week.
Uh-oh.
We need, and so we can make sure, and we're not going to mention this in the chat, but we want to make sure that they are listening to this show. Devin and Brad, what are you doing right now?
Oh yeah,
They better be spending time with their family. What they better be doing.
It's October by the time they listen.
This,
you think they're listening to this on the fucking when it comes out on the 27th?
No, today, while we're recording, we'll say at 8:30. What were you doing?
Getting ready for Rusa. Oh, actually, none of them are Top Guys. I don't know. But by the time they hear this, it'll be like February of next year. You think they're gonna listen to us? Shit.
I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing.
Right?
Shout out, miss y'all, love y'all. So proud of y'all.
Shout out. Well, anybody got anything they want to add real quick?
No. I mean, do we want to? We got some changes going on. Of course.
Huh?
What
changes?
Well, to my next week, we got some things coming up.
Yeah.
Things are changing. I thought it was always 3 of us.
Oh yeah. Anyways, with
you forgot about Brian again.
Oh man, every time.
James moving. I got Beth, she's going in surgery this week. She's gonna have, a couple weeks of recovery, and then we got 4th of July. So
I'm going to train with Mike Kyoto.
Bam.
Adam's training with Kyoto. Shout out to that.
So I'll be down there at the end of June. So I'm going out of town for several days and get some things in order. So
we're going to say next 2 episodes aren't going to be quite like this. We will throw out something. Definitely.
Well,
it's going to be something new. It will be something new. Don't quite know exactly what we're doing right yet. but just hey, wait until next Thursday and find out.
Pretty much, we're gonna put out some bonus stuff because obviously I'm moving. Mike's doing his thing, Adam's doing his thing. Then the 4th of July, like, so the next 2 weeks are gonna be, pretty much a little crazy for all of us. You may see random like watch along drops that we do with people. Watch maybe interviews, maybe like who knows what the fuck's gonna
Might just be a
happen.
couple of us shooting the shit for an hour.
Pretty much, like there's
Talking
gonna
about
be
our favorite WrestleMania moments or favorite whatever.
Right.
yeah. Our a lot of our schedules ain't gonna link up for the next like 2 weeks at best, so uh there may be a 2 week sabbatical, but we are going to put out some type of content. It just won't be like Thursday, new episode. It'll just be like, so, just pay attention on all of our social media platforms and wherever you get your podcast, But yeah, like, that's just like, I got to move. Mike's got some shit. Adam's fucking, hanging out with Kyoto. But yeah, like, we got some things going on. That is what it is. Obviously, other people got things going on. Hell, Brian ain't here. I mean, Brad and Devin, like, they're doing their family
It
thing.
won't be our normal format, but it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So you might like it, you might not, but if you don't, kiss our ass.
Happens. Hey, they
Right.
can't all be singers. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Yeah,
that's
like,
right.
I'll probably watch a match with my friend Jesse, put it out. Like, it's just random shit like that. But and then well, I can't even say when we're gonna be back. You'll just have to pay attention. More than likely, we're gonna be back on the 11th, though. Or what?
That's where we
So that'll be the 18th then.
Just pay attention to all the socials and whatnot.
Yeah, hit us
Just
up.
pay attention. 'Cause we don't know
we'll
what
keep
the
you
fuck
posted
we're
on what
doing
we're
because we're
doing.
so professional.
Yeah, professional podcast, 114 of them.
And that's
Yeah,
what
you know
love
what?
about us, and that's what we love about you because you came back to every single one of them.
Yeah.
But
We're
we can
gonna-
tell you this: we will not disappoint you.
Well, it's a summer vacation, because our sponsors are taking us to fucking Maui. So, we gotta have some time off. And what sponsor is that? The cold, refreshing taste. But no, gonna have it'll be sporadic bonus content, but it won't be like episodes. We'll say that. But we ain't going nowhere. I mean, why would we? It's your show, So anything else you guys want to throw on?
No, if anybody wants a profile on one of your favorite independent wrestlers, let me know. I'd be more than happy to do it.
Exactly. And well, with that being said, hey man, the three horsemen, is that what they call it? I don't think so. But the three amigos, that's what they call it. But hey,
Three Musketeers, baby.
oh, that's even better.
Mhm.
Yeah, the three musketeers. Was it D'Artagnan?
I think that's
I-
trademark.
I think he was the fourth one. Hell, I don't even know. But that being said, man, hey, we're still gonna, keep coming at you, and it's your show. So reach out to us if you, want to jump on, want to do anything. But what's funny about this? Like, literally, everyone is doing what they need to do to strive forward. Like, that's what we're pretty much getting at. They didn't miss because they were just like, fuck it. They're not like moonwalking backwards. Shout out Michael Jackson. They are taking steps forward. And hey, that's what this show is all about. Obviously things are going to put you back, but it's how you take them steps forward that define you as a person. And if you look around, I mean, we're pretty much all we got, and we're all in this together. So let's try to fucking be civil, obviously, and wish everyone the best. Because you never know if someone else has life pushing them down. And sometimes you may have to make the save on that tag, like make the save on that pin to make sure that they kick out at 2. Because that's, obviously we kick out at 2, you kick out at 2. But hey, if someone else is getting pinned down, make sure you break up that count so they can kick out at 2 also. That's really what it's all about, the further we go, the higher we can climb. And we can't do that unless we all kick out at 2. Because that's what we do. That's what you do. And that's what everybody should do. And hey, if you need to ease your mind, come on down to your show. And what is that? It's the Kickout Crew. So we'll see you in a couple weeks. But I want to thank everybody for being here. And thank you guys, man. Like, this is fun. We'll see you next time.